Hi everyone, Lee here. This is a response video to ElPresidenteTels video about the BNP policies sounding popular to get more votes. Like, for example, their policies of crime and justice, no one can argue with them because they sound good. And so that's why he said, he basically, his point was, this is why the BNP are pursuing these policies. And it's a very good point, but he seems to get a bit confused about, he said as my videos went on, it seemed that I was agreeing more and more with the policies. I'd just like to correct him politely. I don't agree with more and more of the policies. I agreed with a couple of the policies, but thought a lot of them were quite, not that good, to be honest. So yes, he says he welcomes more videos about the BNP policies. I will say this actually, that in one of my previous videos about the BNP supporters' disgusting views on the Norway attacks, I did say that I would not be making any more BNP policy analysis videos because I don't want to analyse a party in which their supporters and themselves actually condone murder. Now, I will provide a link to an article on the BNP website that actually says the reason these Norway attacks happened is because liberal Marxists wouldn't listen to people about immigration. So that's why that guy committed the atrocities he did, because he had to take drastic action because a liberal Marxist not listened to people like him about immigration. And so I really don't want to, like I said, analyse policies of a party that implicitly condone murder in the case of, he wouldn't be listened to on immigration. So this whole Norway fiasco is a debate about immigration. It starts a debate on immigration because people are that concerned they'll go to drastic measures. Now, I disagreed with this and said actually not at all, because he was clearly a lunatic and he was a Christian extremist, and he said, he, in his own view, because there's such stupid immigration policy, he felt he had to do something like that. And that's not to start a policy, that's just, what this tragedy in Norway teaches us is that we should condemn extremists on all sides. That, there's nothing about immigration. I mean, immigration is a sensible policy, it needs to be debated anyway, but my point is, these BNP supporters were saying that it starts a debate on immigration and the governments are not listening, and liberal Marxists are blaming the far right, and blaming the BNP, even though BBC never even blamed the BNP. The media were just blaming the EDL. Anyway, that's my point, that I wouldn't analyse a party that implicitly condoned murder. And also another point, that in this article that I'll put a link to, they keep going on about liberal Marxists, about Norway, obviously government being liberal Marxist, the mainstream media in Europe being liberal Marxist. First of all, liberalism and Marxism are both very, very different things. Liberalism, is about freedom of markets, about freedom of starting up your own business, about freedom of religion, about, trying to make the best out of capitalism by freeing people to do what they want, to start up their own business, to maybe increase social mobility by allowing people the freedom to get more wealthy. Whereas Marxism is about sharing the wealth out through state control, and everything's owned by the people, and people share the wealth equally. Now, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying Marxism is about communism and liberalism is about capitalism, two very different things. So I'm not going to analyse a party's policies in which they have reactionary comments that say that, liberal governments are Marxist. It's just completely insane because they allow freedom of the Muslim religion and they allow freedom of immigration. That means that they're Marxists. They're imposing this. It's and I'm not going to debate with a party that says that. So that's why those two reasons. First of all, that they confuse liberalism and Marxism. Second of all, that they implicitly condone murder. So yeah, that's why I will not be doing any more BNP policy analysis. I will be making more political videos, of course, and you hear my rants about that. But like I said, no more BNP policy videos. I'm afraid. Sorry to disappoint those who wanted them. And yeah, but if people want to personal message me on my YouTube account or email me or something, and start a debate about BNP policies. Personally, I don't mind doing that, but I'm not going to waste my time making videos about BNP policies when that party condones murder. I'm sorry, I'm just not. That's how I feel about it. People may say I'm overreacting there, but I'm not. I've given the BNP a chance. I've looked at their policies where a lot of people would just, slag them off as racists. And I've given them a chance, and after seeing that, I go, well, actually, no more. I'm sorry. If you're, using the tragedy in Norway to start having a go at liberal Marxists for not listening to people about immigration, then it's just disgusting. Frankly, a lot of the media in this country have actually been quite decent with this and actually focused on the tragedy and what happened, rather than saying, oh, they didn't listen to him about immigration, so this is a policy. No, it isn't. And I'm glad a lot of the media in this country didn't kowtow to that, whereas the BNP and the EDL unfortunately did. So yeah, that's this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll post another video as soon as I can. Okay, bye.